The English language is a curious thing, full of twists and turns, and sometimes it likes to play hide and seek with the subject of a sentence. This grammatical game of disguise is called the passive voice. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. In fact, once you get the hang of it, the passive voice can become a powerful tool in your writing arsenal. In the realm of grammar, every sentence is either an active participant or a passive observer. This duality is fundamental to understanding how we convey actions and events in our language. Active voice is like a vibrant dance, where the subject takes center stage, boldly performing the action. It's dynamic, engaging, and direct, making the sentence lively and clear. For instance, the cat chased the mouse. This sentence is straightforward, with the cat actively doing the chasing. Here, the cat is the star of the show, actively pursuing the unfortunate mouse. The action is clear, and the subject is prominent. On the other hand, passive voice is like a graceful waltz, where the action takes the spotlight, and the subject gracefully steps back. It's more subtle, often used to emphasize the action itself, rather than who is performing it. Consider this: the mouse was chased by the cat. Here the focus shifts to the mouse and the act of being chased. Notice how the focus shifts from the cat to the unfortunate act of being chased. The passive voice can be useful when the action is more important than the subject performing it, or when the subject is unknown or irrelevant. Understanding when to use active or passive voice can greatly enhance your writing, making it more effective and nuanced. Each has its place, and mastering both allows for greater flexibility and precision in communication. So when does this subtle shift in emphasis come in handy? The passive voice can be a powerful tool in various contexts, providing a different perspective and focus. Imagine you're writing a scientific report. In scientific writing, clarity and objectivity are crucial. The passive voice helps achieve this by emphasizing the process and results over the individual actions of the researchers. Here, the process, not the scientist, is paramount. Describing the methodology and findings without personal bias ensures the information is presented in a neutral and professional manner. The experiment was conducted under controlled conditions sounds far more objective than we conducted the experiment. This phrasing highlights the rigor and precision of the scientific work, rather than the individuals involved. The passive voice also excels in situations where the doer of the action is unknown or unimportant. It allows the focus to remain on the action or the result, rather than the actor. The cake was eaten leaves us wondering who the culprit might be, but that's not the point. The emphasis is on the fact that the cake is gone, not on who ate it. The focus remains firmly on the unfortunate demise of the cake. This shift in focus can be particularly useful in storytelling, where the outcome or event is more significant than the characters involved. Section 4. Constructing the passive, a step-by-step guide. Ready to build your own passive sentences? It's an exciting journey into the world of grammar, where you transform active sentences into passive ones. Think of it like assembling a model kit, just with parts of speech instead of plastic pieces. Each component has its place and purpose. First, identify the object of the active sentence. This will become the subject of your passive sentence. This step is crucial as it sets the foundation for the transformation. Then, conjugate the verb to be to match the tense of the active verb. This ensures that the sentence remains grammatically correct and retains its original meaning. Next, introduce the past participle of the main verb. This is the action that was performed now in its passive form. Finally, if you wish to mention the original subject, introduce it with by. This step is optional but often provides clarity. Let's illustrate this with an example. Examples help solidify the concept and make it easier to understand. The chef prepared the meal. This is our active sentence. Here, meal is our object. It will become the subject in the passive sentence. Transforming it into passive voice, we get the meal was prepared by the chef. Notice how the focus shifts from the chef to the meal, emphasizing the action rather than the doer. Section 5. Navigating the pitfalls, common errors, and how to avoid them. Even seasoned writers stumble occasionally when it comes to the passive voice. One common pitfall is using the passive voice unnecessarily, resulting in clunky and unclear sentences. Remember, clarity is key. Another common error is forgetting to include the agent, the doer of the action, when it is important for the reader to know. For instance, the law was passed lacks crucial information. The law was passed by the Parliament provides a complete picture. Section 6. Conclusion. Embracing the elegance of the passive voice. Mastering the passive voice is like adding a valuable tool to your writing toolkit. It allows you to shift emphasis, maintain objectivity, and navigate situations where the actor is unknown or unimportant. Remember to use it judiciously and your writing will acquire a new level of sophistication and clarity. Now go forth and experiment with this versatile grammatical tool.